Hello, my name is Allison, and thank you for carving out the time today to do a quick energizing yoga flow. It should be about 30 minutes, and if you'd like, have a couple of blocks nearby. We'll use them at the top of the mat, and if you don't have any blocks, any form of support will do. Enjoy! So today, because we don't have too much time together, we are going to start in a standing position. Bring your feet underneath your hips underneath your shoulders, and your head in line with your spine. Flare open your palms to the front of the mat, and almost as if you were feeling like someone were coming behind you and pressing down your shoulders, creating more space in between the shoulders and the ears. Gently close the eyes here. Maybe lift all 10 toes and sense that balance that you have in the ball of the foot and in the heel. One by one, lower each toe down until you're completely flat in the feet. And then begin to sway in towards the toes or the heels, or maybe from side to side, from the pinky edges to the other. And then begin to notice your breath. Is it deep or shallow? Is it slow or soft? Still swaying gently as you move the breath into the belly, out of the mouth. Inhale into the belly. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale into the belly, the side ribs, and one more sip into the heart. Exhale from the heart, the ribs, and the belly. One more time just like that, inhaling into the belly, the ribs, the heart. Exhale from the heart, the ribs, and fully out of the belly. Bring your hands towards heart center and just begin to bring an intention to your mat and to your practice. This flow will be energizing, so what is this energy going to do for you? How do you want to move throughout your day? Finding an intention here. Inhale. Exhaling to root down into the feet, solidifying this intention. And then begin to rub the palms together, creating this heat. Once you feel that heat, drape the fingers over the eyes and gently open the eyes behind the fingers. Coming back to this room in the light, begin to drop the hands down the face, nice and gentle. And then we'll begin to flow. So grounding through the feet again like you'd found before. Bend through the knees, arms come out. Inhale, lengthen through the side body. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Extending through the crown of the head, pulling your navel in towards your spine, flat back here. Exhale, bend through the knees, forward fold. Inhale, press through the feet, bend through the knees, arms come out and up, reaching towards the ceiling. As you exhale, hands come back towards heart center. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. On your next inhale, press into the feet, bend through the knees, arms come out and up. Reaching out through the feet, out through the fingertips. Exhale, hands come back towards heart center. Last one here. Inhale, arms come out and up, reaching through the fingers. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Press into the feet, bend through the knees, arms come out and up. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come back to heart center. Relax the shoulders here. Close the eyes for a moment. Notice how this feels with the heat building just subtly in the body. Setting that intention here again. And we'll flow. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Peace fingers, the index and the middle fingers, wrap around the big toes. Inhale to lengthen, to open up the chest. Bring the shoulders away from the ears. Really send the weight in towards the heels. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the elbows outwards, now sending the weight into the balls of the feet. See if you can bring your belly towards your thighs, really sending the crown of the head towards the floor. Using this leverage that you have with your hands to find a deeper sensation in the back body. Inhale. Exhale, release the toes, plant the hands, and step your feet back in towards a plank position. If you have your blocks anywhere near you where you can't move forward through chaturanga, you can move those here, but otherwise, we'll find the plank, gaze is right in between the thumbs, pressing back through the heels and pressing through the hands, shining the back of the heart towards the ceiling, but also doming those shoulders and strengthening your upper back. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Great job. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward past your wrists. Exhale, bend 90 degrees in the elbows, drop the knees. Inhale for a breath. Exhale, lower all the way down. Go ahead and point the left toes back, and then point the right toes back, grounding the hips deeper in towards the ground. Little weight in the hands, low cobra. Inhale. Exhale, lower the head. Press into the feet, engage your quads. Inhale, lengthen your back and open the chest for another baby cobra. Exhale, drop the head down. Tuck the toes, either come through a tabletop position or come through a plank towards a downward dog. Walk your down dog out, one heel and then the other. Drop that right heel, send that right hip back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift that right heel, drop the left heel. Sink that left hip back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift both hips. Press or lift both heels. Press into the tops of the hands and send your hips up and back towards the ceiling. And then exhale, lower your heels down towards the ground. Inhale, gaze up towards the hands. Then exhale, walk your feet up towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Pressing through the feet. Inhale, arms come out and up, lengthening towards Tadasana, standing pose. Exhale, hands come back towards heart center. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Frame this right foot, and now step that left foot back. So you're coming in towards a low lunge. Find whatever space you need in the right foot and the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, drop this back knee. If you're cool here, you can stay here. Otherwise, go ahead and grab your blocks and you can bring them underneath your shoulders. Open up the chest, bring the shoulders away from the ears and lengthen through the crown of the head. Pull this right hip back, inhale. Gently relax that top of the left foot, exhale. Sinking deeper in towards the pelvis, in towards this right foot. Maybe engage that left glute, opening up that left hip flexor just a little bit more. Now tuck the back toes, and on your inhale, shift your hips back towards a half split. You can bring the blocks underneath the shoulders again, keeping a little slack in the elbows. Just peeling the toes back towards the face, drawing your heel back. Now finding a little dynamic lunge here, opening up, inhale. Exhale, shifting those hips back, lengthening through the crown of the head, lengthening through the hamstring. Inhale, dropping the hips, dropping the pelvis, releasing the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, sending it back, broadening through the pelvis, almost as if you were dragging that right heel towards the back of the mat. Last time, inhale here. Go ahead and remove the blocks, maybe towards the top of the mat again. Plant the hands and lift that back knee up. You're going to take it through your vinyasa. So lift through the hips, press into the hands, and send this right foot back towards the left. Inhale, shoulders shift past your wrists. Exhale, bend 90 degrees in the elbows, chaturanga. Maybe here you drop the knees. If not, keep them raised. Tops of the feet press into the mat, engaging through the quads to keep them lifted in your upward dog. Inhale. And then exhale, tucking the toes, rolling over into your down dog. 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, look up towards the hands, and exhale, walk your feet up towards your hands. Inhale, lengthen the crown of your head long. Exhale, forward fold. Press through the feet, bend through the knees, arms come out and up. Inhale. Exhale, hands come back towards heart center. And again, inhale, arms come out and up, reaching towards the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, frame this left foot, and send that right foot back, coming in towards a low lunge. Drop that back knee down, and then you can grab these blocks if you have them. Bring them underneath the shoulders, untuck the back toes, and lengthen through the crown of the head. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Open up through the pelvis and through that right hip flexor. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe engaging that right glute a little bit more here, just to open up in front of that right leg. Now on your next exhale, tuck the back toes, shift your hips up and back towards a half splits, pulling these left toes back towards your face. Draw the left heel back towards the back of the mat. Inhale to lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale to forward fold, round through the upper back. Pulling this left hip back energetically. Now coming in towards a dynamic low lunge. So inhale, dropping the hips open. Exhale, sending the hips back. Following your breath, opening up your body, taking up space with this inhale. And then really taking up space in the back pelvis on the exhale. On your next inhale, lunge into this left leg. Move these blocks up towards the front of the mat. Now lift your back right knee. Plant the hands to frame the left foot. Lift through your right hip and send that left leg back towards the right. You're going to move through a vinyasa. So shoulders will come past the wrists. Inhale. Exhale, 90-degree bend in the elbows. Inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, coming over the toes and sending yourself back into a down dog. 2 breaths here. Great job. Now go ahead and plant that left foot in the back of the mat. Inhale, extend that right leg back behind you, 3-legged dog. Open up that right hip, bend through this right knee, and send this right foot towards your left glute. Just opening up the right side body, the right hip flexor, and just noticing how this feels for you here. Equal weight in the hands, square shoulders. On your next inhale, bring this right leg back to square behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant the right foot in between the hands and then come out towards a wider low lunge of sorts. Extend your arms back behind you like airplane wings, opening up your chest towards the front of the mat. And then inhale, arms come up beside the ears. Bend through that back knee, tuck the tailbone just slightly, and then extend that back heel long. Exhale to settle into this pose, bending a little bit deeper into that right knee. Now flip that left palm towards the ceiling, hook the left wrist with your thumb and index finger, reach up with your left hand as if you're trying to touch the ceiling, and then crunch in the right side waist, opening up your left side body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper into that right thigh. And then inhale, come back to center. Hands come towards heart center. You're going to bring this left elbow on the outside of that right thigh. Press your right hand into your left hand. Find your balance. Let the crown of your head move towards the front of the mat and send your left heel back. Lift through that left thigh. Pull your right hip back. So strong. 2 more breaths. Great job. Inhale, bring the hands back towards heart center and shoot the arms beside the ears. Great reprieve, coming down, windmilling the hands to frame the right foot and send that right foot towards the left. We're going to take it through vinyasa, or you can come down and honor your body if it is calling for a child's pose. Shoulders come past the wrists. Inhale. Exhale, 90-degree bend in the elbows. Inhale, upward dog, pressing into the feet, lifting through the quads. Exhale, roll over the toes, down dog. Taking a couple breaths here. And then go ahead and plant that right foot in the back of the mat. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Open up your left hip, bend through the left knee, and send your left foot towards your right glute. Opening up through this left side body, through the front of the left thigh. Hands are firmly planted and shoulders are square. Inhale, lift this left leg back up behind you, squaring it towards the ground. Exhale, knee to nose, plant that left foot in between the hands. You're just going to bring that right leg out so you find a little bit more stability in this low lunge. Then you're going to extend your arms back towards the back of the mat, opening up your chest. Inhale. Exhale for a breath. Inhale, arms come up beside the ears. Bend through that back knee, tuck the tailbone, lengthen through the crown of your head, and extend that right leg back. Go ahead and shine that right palm towards the sky. Interlace the right wrist with your thumb and index. Reach up with the right palm as if you're trying to touch the ceiling. And then exhale over towards the left, feeling the right side body lengthen. Really flaring your fingers, sending that energy out all directions. So good. Inhale, come back to center. Go ahead and bring the palms back to center, resting the thumbs against your sternum for just a moment. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right elbow on the outside of this left thigh, finding your balance in the left foot and in the ball of the right foot. Press your left hand into your right hand and open up your heart towards the side. Really lifting through that back of the right thigh. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. So good. Nice. Now inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Bring your spine back to neutral. Arms rest or shoot alongside the ears. Inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands down to frame this left foot. Send that left foot back to meet the right and open up the knees. Toes come together. Child's pose. Extend your hands forward. Roll your head from side to side. Open up your chest. Bring your palms together. Bend through the elbows and send the thumbs towards the back of the neck. Feel the triceps opening, the chest opening. Inhale, lift your hips off of your ankles 1 or 2 inches, and then walk your elbows forward another 1 or 2 inches. And then on your next exhale, lower your hips down towards your ankles and feel that space you created for yourself. Feeling this energy or this heat move through you. Inhale, extend your arms forward. Come up towards a tabletop position. We're going to move the blocks out of the way. We're done with those. Now we're going to come in towards a pigeon position. So bring your right knee towards your right wrist and heel toe this right foot over towards your left wrist. Walk your left foot back. And just double check that your left leg is nice and straight back there. If you need any sort of cushioning under this right glute, go ahead and add a blanket or a pillow. Hands come to the sides of the pelvis, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen down. Crown of the head comes down last. If you need to, you can always place a block underneath the forehead. Stack the fists. Just allowing your forehead to come down and rest, maybe stacking the palms. Notice the shoulders release away from the ears. Feel the body completely melting into the mat. Coming to find how just a few moments in the middle of your day where you reconnect your mind, your body, and your breath can help punctuate how you move throughout your day. Whether it be with more ease, more patience, more love for yourself, whatever intention or mantra you might have offered to yourself at the beginning of this class, bringing it back to your mind here and offering it to yourself again. Noticing how the body feels when you offer yourself loving and kind words. Three more breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly walk your hands back up in towards your leg. Just roll onto your right hip, bring this leg out, maybe shake out the legs a little bit if that feels okay for you. And then we'll come back in towards that tabletop position. When you're ready, gently bringing this left knee towards your left wrist and heel toeing your left ankle towards your right wrist. There is no need for your shin to be perpendicular or parallel to the front of the mat. So do whatever feels comfortable for you here. Again, putting a blanket underneath your left glute if that feels good. Tent the fingertips and lengthen the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale. Gently walk the hands out, lengthening your spine so the crown of the head comes down last. Relaxing down, maybe however you did on the other side. Maybe immediately noticing how each side is a little bit different. Maybe one hip was more open than the other, or a little bit more tight. Offering this side of your body the same amount of space and awareness that you gave to the other.
And asking yourself why you come to your yoga mat. This answer can be found right in your intention, or whatever it may be. Sometimes we come to the mat for a little grounding, for more energy, for more self-love. Whatever it is here for you today, honoring your practice. Two more breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly walking your hands in towards your pelvis. Rolling onto your left hip, bringing the legs out in front of you, and just wiggling them out. Then you can bring the feet closer towards the hips, maybe moving them a little bit closer, and rolling down vertebra by vertebra as you come onto your mat for your final twist in Shavasana. So bring the feet in towards the pelvis, lift your hips up and bring them over towards the left, dropping them down. Inhale your knees in towards your chest, giving them a little squeeze, and then twist over towards the right with the knees. Arms come out into a cactus or a T, whatever feels better for your shoulders. As long as your left shoulder is grounded into the mat, you have your left chin motioning towards the left shoulder. Maybe the eyes close and you relax the face. Knowing that this little amount of rest that you come into at the end always helps immensely with getting re-energized in the middle of the day or any time. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Bring the knees back in towards center and place the feet down. Lift those hips back and place them on the ground. And then press into the feet, lift the hips up and towards the right, dropping them down. Inhaling and giving the knees a squeeze as you drop the knees over towards the left. Arms come out into a T or a cactus again, grounding down into that right shoulder and making sure that your chin is resting over towards the right. Your gaze can be soft, or you can close your eyes if that is comfortable for you. And on your next inhale, bring the head back to center. Bring your legs back towards center, plant the feet down, and shift your hips back to neutral. Go ahead and give yourself a nice little squeeze. Bring your forehead to kiss the knees or just motion towards them. And then let go of the legs and the arms, releasing in towards your well-deserved Shavasana. If you have any props you'd like to place underneath your legs, you can do that now. Sometimes I really like to put a bolster under there. Wherever you are, just making sure you use your breath as you come in towards that Shavasana. The palms face up towards the sky and the fingers curl in towards the body. Feel the heaviness of the feet. The lightness of the belly and the chest. And the openness of the heart and the throat. Softening your jaw and your face. coming into your Shavasana. And gently begin wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe on your next inhale, you can bring your arms beside your ears and point the toes like it's your first morning stretch. And then exhale, coming into the fetal position on the right side for just a moment. Inhale. Exhale. Now on your next inhale, gently pressing yourself up, maybe keeping the eyes closed, or maybe gently opening them. Pull out the sit bones, or rather the bottom flesh, to feel and ground the sit bones into the floor as you bring your hands to heart center. Inhale in through the nose, taking up space with the breath. Exhale to bow in towards your palms. Imagining that the space in between the palms is where you hold your intention or that mantra you offered yourself to be able to tackle whatever it may be that you are in the middle of, whatever may be coming. Knowing that everything you need is inside yourself and within these palms, and honoring this space you made to cultivate this self-love and self-confidence. I hope you are able to move wonderfully throughout the rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.